thanks for taking the time to talk with me. I never want to be the one to rock the boat or throw a teammate under the bus or anything, but I just have a lot of beef with another member of the team right now. I know you know who I'm talking about, and I hope you see what needs to be done about it.
I'd like to thank you for coming directly to me with this issue and not taking it outside of the locker room. We've been monitoring the situation between you two, and without going into too much detail, are in agreement with your side of things.
Cool. Well, thanks for seeing things the way they are, sir. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but I tried to make the best of the situation. I felt it was starting to affect the way we played on the court as a team, you know?
You did the right thing in bringing it up with us. We're committed to you as a player, and we'll definitely see about resolving the situation via trade. Safe to say, you won't be the one being moved.
Hey, man, I just wanted to sit down and talk for a minute. You know, this losing thing has really been tough for all of us, and I know you have to think long-term as well, but if there's any way we could get some immediate help, we could really use it, man. Really.
Yeah, we're all in this together, and trust me, the losses aren't easy for any of us. I've been looking at some potential moves we might make, but I certainly trust your opinion. Do you have some suggestions of players we should target? Definitely some good names there. Let me see what I can do.
No doubt. All right, well, thank you. And good talk, man. I'll see you later.
However, for the time being, I need your total focus on this game against the Kings. Good luck.
On to the next one, 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 on to the next one. Hold up.
Used to rock a throwback, ballin' on the corner. Now I rock a telesuit, looking like a owner. No, I'm not a Jonas, brother, I'm a grown-up. No, I'm not. I use my.
On to the next one, 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 on to the next one.
Hold up.
And we see the Kings getting ready to go. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. And a brief look here as State Farm presents our starting lineups. And one of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Ryan Anderson.
Anderson, the veteran hybrid four out of Cal Berkeley. One of the best shooting four men we've ever seen in the game. Quick trigger from long range. He can really space the floor.
And he loves those corner threes. Some three-point shooters aren't volume scorers, but he puts up a lot of points in enforcement. After this game, the Kings head back out on the road. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Hornets. They've handled this matchup nicely so far, up 2-0 in the season series.
Well, the thing that served them best in that game was their fantastic three-point shooting.
And the way they were rotating, moving the ball, getting it from side to side, getting open on the perimeter.
Hello YouTube, this is the Sim Basketball Operator bringing you an NBA 2K13, my career commentary. In this commentary, I'd like to discuss something that happened in the college basketball landscape, and that is the Kevin Ware injury. And I got some thoughts about that. I have broken a bone pretty severely before, not as severely as that, but when I was in middle school, I was playing basketball, and I went for a block, and I got knocked down, or something happened. I got bumped, and then to break my fall, I tried to use my left hand, and I really broke it, and it hurt a lot. Of course, they said that the bone actually did break through the skin. I'm not entirely sure about that. And it's tough to come back from injuries like that. I mean, the Kevin Ware injury was just ridiculous. I should not have looked up that video. I mean, that was just gruesome. I mean, I've never, it was just disgusting. And, oh, right here, I get a goaltending and one. Slam dunk. Weird combination of things, not sure what happened there. But yeah, that injury was just horrific. And originally, for Kevin Ware's sake, now I'm rooting for Louisville. This hasn't been quite the March Madness year for me. I'm doing pretty poorly. The only Final Four team I have in is Michigan. I predicted Michigan State to beat Louisville, and that didn't happen. So now I'm kind of just rooting for Louisville to win it just because of Kevin Ware. And I just have no idea how you can recover from something like that. I mean, even now, after watching that video, and I play a pickup basketball game, I'm just like scared of, like everyone who saw that was just pretty much like scared of going hard, going all out, and I really feel bad for him. I mean, I think he's got a much better work ethic than me, because when I broke my wrist, I was just a couch potato. But hopefully that he'll be able to get back into basketball. It's tough to see such a promising career go by like that. I wish him the best. And now to the gameplay. We're taking on the Kings, another team that has fired their coach. I'm running a pick and fade with Anderson, but he decides to roll. So I'm kind of mad. I'm like, okay, let's try this again. Okay, now I'm going to expect you're going to roll. And I can't make a simple over-the-head pass right there. That's really frustrating. Tyreek Evans comes back down the lane and draws the foul. Tyreek Evans is very difficult to guard. He's at small forward in this game. And he's a point guard. I truly believe that he can be a point guard in the right system. His handles, his size are just great assets to have. And on a team with like an undersized shooting guard like we do, I think he can really excel in. Gordon is only 6'3", so he is undersized. Vasquez is 6'6", but coaches don't really switch the matchup, so it doesn't really matter. And look at that backdoor lob to Thomas Robinson. Thomas Robinson's just a beast in this game. There's just no denying it. So here I'm having a rough game. I only scored 5 points in the first half. I was just kind of dominated by Evans. But here I'm going to work on Aaron Brooks, who's only 6 feet tall. And now fast forwarding a couple of possessions. Kings have the ball. Tyreek Evans driving, finding Thomas Robinson, but I'm swatting that stuff out of bounds. Come up stronger than that. Don't disrespect our post defense like that. And if you watched the GM meet, that is just me. I thought it wouldn't be a trade target. As you can see, following a steal, I get my shot blocked, leading to John Salmon's jump shot. What was I saying? I thought it would just be free agency targets, but I realized it was trade targets, and I'm like, okay, wait, we're past the trade deadline. There's nothing you can really do. But I put my targets in anyway. One of them is going to be a free agent. That's Nikola Pekovic. I just want a guy who's a true center, and knowing in 2K it will bump Anthony Davis to the power forward because he's going to be have a much higher rating next year, so he'll have to start. And I'm starting to pick up my game here, drawing fouls. End of the fourth quarter, we're holding on a 2-point lead. We had a pretty sizable lead earlier, and I'm choking. I'm bricking free throws. I think I finished with 10 free throw attempts, but I only made 7. I think I missed 3 of them in the second half, so that's just unacceptable. Here we go. Tyreek Evans is just having his way with us. Euro stepping in the lane. And now Vasquez has the ball. Fourth quarter time. I'm calling for it. And I'm going to the post on Evans. Evans does this to a lot of smaller guards, but I'm just going to give this to him. Up and over. I get it to fall. Bring us within 1. Now the game is tied. Eric Gordon's stuck, so he's going to kick it to Vasquez. I wanted to set a screen, but he just hands it to me. And I'm stuck. I don't have the handles to get by Evans. So I throw a pass to Anderson. And there's a reaching foul on Thomas Robinson, which is crucial because we're in the bonus. And Anderson's a good free throw shooter. He's going to make the first one. But he is tired. The coach has to do a better job of managing our minutes, because Anderson would usually hit that if he wasn't tired. Now here comes John Salmons. Chance to take the lead and cement this game. They only need a 2, so of course they're going to go to Cousins. And Cousins is just a beast. He's got a nice mid-range jumper. They didn't get what they wanted though, so Aaron Brooks is forced to take a contested shot in the lane. And now we're running this play called Big Off Screen. It's a very simple, very nice play. I like at the end of quarters. The only problem is I'm tired, so it just deletes one of the options. And usually I call for it. That time I didn't, but since I'm so used to calling for it. And then Vasquez doesn't want to take that shot, and then he throws it back to me. I'm like, okay, why? You know I can't hit that shot. Of course I miss. 19.3 seconds, still a 1-point game. I mean, I'm talking to Vasquez right now. I'm like, what were you doing? Just take the 3. It's much better than me taking a contested, drifting, long 2. So here we go. I'm trying to deny the inbounds pass, but they get into Aaron Brooks. And Aaron Brooks is going behind the back and just weaving through our defense. He had his way against Vasquez some of the time. And if he didn't, he got a shot blocked due to Vasquez's size. And Cousins hits the clutch go-ahead basket. And I'm just disappointed. We had this game. We had double-digit leads in this game. And now it comes to the final 8.5 seconds. Coach doesn't draw up a play. He just basically says, give it to Gordon and get out of the way. So I do, but I want to get in somewhat position where I can score. And he gets his stuff swatted by John Salmons. And that's just going to be the game. 1 second left. He intentionally fouled, but there's just nothing we can do. Tough loss. We really had this one. I need to step it up, scoring only 5 points. And think about it, this game would be completely different if I just made my free throws. And maybe I just need to get closer so I can make those free throws at the end. That's going to be something I'm going to be working on in the off season, is my free throw shooting, ball handling, so I can execute in the 4th quarter. But Coach Mike Dunlap was happy with my performance. I had a complete game, and if you stayed with me this long, you would have seen all my defensive highlights. I'm starting to become a better defender, better anticipator as the season progresses, and this is just one of those examples. So yeah, we lose in Sacramento, who could potentially move back to Seattle, or not move back, but move to Seattle to recreate the Sonics. I don't know how I feel about that one. I mean, it would be nice for Seattle to get a team back, but at the same time, I don't think Sacramento deserves to lose their team. So Tyreek Evans, DeMarcus Cousins led the way. Aaron Brooks was 17-11. I really need to work on defending those quicker ball handling guys. And on our side, Davis and I led this team in scoring. I came in the second half, and Davis contributed more in the first half. We both had double-digit rebounding. Ryan Anderson had 17 points. Eric Gordon with 15 and 8. So we really got a lot of rebounds, but not the greatest shooting percentages. So yeah, this is a Sim Basketball Operator. More videos coming to you later. Please, if you want to, and because I would like some thoughts on this, please leave your thoughts about the Kevin Ware injury. And I'm going to say this again. I really just hope for the best for that guy. Hope you can get what you want out of your basketball career and in life, and you'll be able to recover fully from this injury. And I'm going to say this again. Sim Basketball Operator, and I'll see you guys next time.
To say the team is on an epic losing streak just might be the understatement of the century. This is your 10th straight loss. How do you react to that?
Obviously, it's frustrating for the team when we give it 110% and have nothing to show for it but a loss. It's important for us to keep our focus, band together as a team, and work our way out of this slump. If we work hard, good things will happen.